Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From the
Dr.
roots of history
Show.
to dreams we chase, Dr. Talisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In
At
every
the Dr.
heartbeat,
Telisa
there's
Show.
a story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel
Here at the Dr. Telisa Show.
Happy to everybody that's listening to the sound of my voice. Do you know this is the day that the Lord has made? And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to rejoice and be glad in it. Listen, I am always excited to bring you the best of all things community and culture. Because let me tell you, if it is not about the community, then I don't want to be there. If it's not about the culture, you know I ain't going to be there, right? But today, I know today is Happy 901 Day. In Memphis, Tennessee, it's September 1, 2025. But it's 901 Day because it represents 901. And I said, you know what? Who better to have to come and share all things community and all things culture? None other than the my God, this woman is hot on fire for the community and the culture. The city councilwoman, Yolanda Sutton. What's up, sis?
What's up? Hello. It is absolutely a blessing, super amazing to be in your presence and in the presence of the Lord this morning. Wouldn't want to be any other place but where I am, because that means he has willed it for us today.
Amen and amen and amen. Just so you know, today in Memphis, Tennessee, that everybody is saying, Happy 901 Day, Happy 901 Day. And 901 Day is really good. But I want us to really talk about the community and the culture, because one thing I have learned in Memphis, Tennessee,
yes,
that there is something that we need to address versus the perception versus the progress. We know that Dr. King was killed here. We know Elvis is from here. So many great, young Dolph was killed here. We have so many great people,
yes,
that are from the 901,
yes,
right? And
yes,
then now you got from the hip hop to the blues from 901.
Yes.
But I say we still got more work to do.
Yes.
And I see you, and I'm always so proud of you that you have the voice for the people.
Yes.
Regardless of the status quo, when I see you on council, it's not about what others want you to say. You say what the people wants to hear that you representing. Kind of share with me. Let's just go back, because I'm gonna tell y'all gonna say this, because this young lady is a firecracker. Tell us why you ran, because you are not a political. You're not. This is not what you do.
No, this is not my lane, but it is my journey.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
This is not my lane, but it is my journey. And when I heard the still soft voice say run, I didn't exactly know what it meant, because I thought he just wanted me to run. I just need to just start running, you know. But no, it was much more prophetic than just run. In this season where we were and where we are now, I'm clearly understanding the journey more clearly, with more clarity.
Yeah.
And one thing that I have learned, and I am yet still learning, as long as you're living, you're yet still learning, that the voice of the Lord is a voice that you must and shall obey, or there are consequences, because he chastens whom he loves.
That is so true, because I'm glad you heard the voice, and I'm glad you said yes, because I've seen you be a voice. Because when you think about, when I tell people from perception to progress, you know, we got to start addressing the real crime, right? We got to talk about economic investment, right? And then we have to literally talk about the undercutting of what we saying is progress really ain't progress. We just playing with the numbers, and we playing with folks. As the young folks say, you playing in my face.
Yes, as they say.
And I won't let you play in my face more, right?
That's
right. So let's talk about that when we talking about the perception versus the progress. Here you are, not a career politician, just somebody that heard the Lord say run.
Yes.
And you ran. But now you're able to see firsthand the real stuff about crime, the real economic. Come on now, let's talk about this economic investment in our community, and then the progress, because many of our communities, unfortunately, they look like the same.
Yes.
From 20, I mean, we literally look like a war zone.
Yes, we do.
And so, where is the economic investment where we're being invested in on all areas? There's some of our seniors, and I hate to say it, they're afraid to go outside because they feel like crime is on the rise. But we all hear that the stats says, the numbers say we're declining on crime. But people don't feel safe. Kind of tell me, let's just have a talk. Where do we go from here, sis? Where do we go? It's not on one day, y'all, in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes, it is.
Where we go?
There are a lot of dynamics that has happened to get us here in Memphis.
Okay.
When I hear them talk about the data, the stats, and the metrics, what we have to look at is look where we were 3 years ago.
Okay.
3 years ago, and look where we are now. Perception is every man's reality. So we are an emotional group of people.
Very emotional.
We are very emotional. We are not fact founders as far as a group of people.
Okay.
We react on whatever circumstances we find ourselves in, situations we find ourselves in. And so that's hard to move forward when we are actually have been traumatized. Traumatized. So it's hard to move forward when we are a traumatized people. Mm-hmm. Everyone knows that Memphis is predominantly 62%. The numbers African American, Black.
Look like me and you.
Look brown. We know that. Yeah. However, I really believe through the prayers of the righteous availeth much. And there is a change because faith is the substance of things hoped for, mm-hmm. and the evidence of things not yet seen.
Yeah. And
I'm just going to ride on that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just going to ride on that. Yes, things are changing for its crime. The numbers, the crime does not look like what it used to look, because I was even afraid to even go outside at one point, if I can be honest and be really real. I said, I ain't going nowhere. Because, see, I don't want to be in a reactionary. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So there are people out there really, really trying really hard, trying to get the numbers down. And so I say this to you and to the community and for 901 Day. We didn't get here overnight. So don't think it's going to happen overnight. Exactly. And let's just be real. This is real talk. We didn't get here overnight. So it's going to take some time getting here. However, it's going to take all of us working together getting here.
Yeah.
Y'all already know, and I said y'all already know who got them guns in your neighborhood, mm-hmm. who got their stuff going on. You already know that. Yeah. So don't act like you're not aware of it, because if you look at the zip codes and look at the graph and the areas, you can see where it's actually happening at.
Right.
And so I know there is a plan with our MPD as targeting those areas and being more consecrated there and being more visible. Yeah. But it's going to take everybody.
Yeah. You know what, Councilwoman? I was hosting an event, and I said it, and I said, we say we want this community safe.
Well.
But the people in your house are the ones that selling drugs, reaping havoc on the community. But you don't want to talk about them, but you want to talk about somebody else. If we really going to get real, many of the issues and the problems that we have, especially in our underserved communities,
yes,
looking like the Black and brown, the people inside the house, yes. And nobody want to talk about it.
Yes, let's face the fact. Let's deal with the realness of it. Let's deal with the realness of it. And then you have to deal with the realness of it that some of this crime that is happening with our young boys and young girls, they're trying to survive, eat, take care of their families, take care of their mamas. And this social media and all of this that's going on right now has our children in a world that really doesn't exist. That it ain't really happening like that.
Right.
You know, this is real. If you commit a crime, as Beretta said, you're going to do the time.
You gotta do the time.
And that's just no ifs, ands, but about it. But the seriousness of it that really shakes me is they're not afraid to die.
Not at all. They are. It used to be if you saw police, you were afraid. Even if one got behind you and you thought you was going to get a ticket, you're driving just like this because you're afraid. Now, these young people get excited. They go live and they ready to do a high-speed chase.
Yes. But however, we're endorsing a lot of the things that's going on.
Come on.
See, if we be honest, we are endorsing a lot of things that are going on. We put our signature on it. And so when they see us as adults, when the children hear and see us and the young people see us, when I was growing up, it was a time, place for everything.
Yes.
You understand? But now, hey, I'm grown. I can do whatever I want to do. Hate nobody. Hey, back up. Stand down, take a minute, take a breath.
Yeah.
Now, because you're going to obey somebody.
Yeah.
You're going to do what someone says. And so we have to be very careful on how we behave.
Yes.
Our behavior affects our children's behavior. Children emulate and mimic what they see. What they see. And what we introduce them to and what we allow in our home.
And that's some of the adults have introduced our children to stuff.
Yes.
And made our children feel like it's cool to do this, that, and
yes.
another.
Yes.
But then you want to slap them on the wrist, like back when church, when they used to say, do I as I say and not as I do. No, let me do as you do too.
Yes.
So that's the problem. We gotta make sure that we are living this real, authentic life in front of our young people.
Yes. And when you see people in authority, that there's no consequences.
Yes.
Why in the hell should it be consequences for me?
Yep.
You understand? When you see people that are professional and there are no consequences.
None.
And everybody is a man in their behavior.
Yep.
And sugarcoating what they have done or what they have said, it sends off a very alarming signal.
Yep.
Hey, I can do it too. Yep. Ain't nothing gonna happen to them.
So
why should it happen to me if we be real? And I'm just sick of it around here in Memphis. You know, it's just everywhere I go. It's the same people doing the same thing, talking the same shenanigans and continue doing the same shenanigans and nothing is happening. If you did something that's underhanded, manipulated, intimidated, it's a lot of adult bullies around here. Do you hear me?
We real bullies.
They are true down-heart bullies that feel that they can do anything to another adult, then go home and think that their children are not listening or not hearing what they're doing in their behavior.
Yep. And that is the Lord's truth. We got a lot of mean girls now.
Yes, mean grown women.
Yes, because they were mean girls as kids, and now you became an adult, and you just as mean.
Yes.
And then you get authority. And then you mistreat people.
And you mistreat people.
Because you feel like you can do it.
Yes.
Nobody gives you the right to be mean to nobody.
No one.
And that's the problem. If you're not singing to their song, they don't want you being their choir. Well, baby, like I said, I start my own choir then. Because I ain't singing to the mean
because
girl
I'm not
choir.
singing it.
I'm not
doing
singing to the cliquish and doing what the status quo, whatever. Is what you're doing, is it right?
Is it right?
And is it going to bring service to all mankind?
That's
Many of us in our Rotarians, we say it every week, but truly, do we live? Is it right? Is it going to bring service to all mankind? And if we're not doing that, then what we doing? We're going through the motion.
Just going through the motion and adding to the problem instead of being the solution and trying to get a pathway that's better. Just not only for you and me. Doctor, you and I'm good. The torch was passed to us correctly.
Exactly.
It was passed to us. So you mean the sacrifices that was made is now have not been taken in consideration? We stand on the shoulders of great men and women. And so all that sacrifice they made, they died for this. They died that Dr. Telisa Franklin can come and have all this that she has. That a councilwoman, Yolanda Cooper Sutton, has an opportunity to sit in a seat that they didn't have an opportunity to sit in.
Absolutely.
And to represent the people wholeheartedly with truth. With truth.
Yes.
And bringing truth to power.
And not afraid and unapologetic.
Not at
you
all.
Ain't worried about if your group outside the room is going to be mad at you because you chose to go with the people.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean a hill of beans to me. Because I have a charge to keep and a God to glorify.
Uh-huh. Yes, you do. And yes, we do.
Yes,
And
that's
so,
what we have.
You know, and I even think about we're not doing what other people want us to do, right? You know, for Juneteenth, many of y'all may or may not know,
Yes.
I lead the Juneteenth Festival right in the city of Memphis, and I'm always proud. Well, this year, we brought in world-renowned Roland Martin, right?
Yes.
So anybody know I love me some Roland, right?
Yes.
But many after that were a little upset with me for me bringing a speaker in of that nature because of what he said. And my response was, but did he lie? Now, if he lied, blame. But if he didn't lie, let's talk about it. And let's
Correct.
reverse it.
Correct.
And what he said, for many of y'all may not know, he was saying we're the blackest, largest 901 Memphis, right? But we're not really owning everything.
No.
And our economic investment just hadn't been what it could be with us having all leaders that look like myself.
I concur with him 100%. But however, you get on the federal level, the AG Patel to say what he says, and you can hear a rat piss on cotton.
Come on.
I didn't hear not one remark from our leaders, but you come after Roland Martin.
Yeah.
And you come after Stephen.
Yeah.
But however, they put it out there. It came from them first, and no one said a word
We have
about it.
selective memory. I said we have
No.
selective and selective response.
No.
We select what we want to respond to.
No, we got some cowards.
So I tried to help y'all. But Councilwoman done said they just what?
Cowards.
Spineless.
Cowards. And I don't know if you know what the word of God says about a coward, but you better go look it up and find out what he says about a coward. Because if there was a problem, and if it comes from the federal level, no matter where it comes from, it's the truth. Let's deal with it, let's address it, and let's correct it together in the 901.
Happy 901 to everybody that's listening in the Memphis 901. This is the real talk that we need to talk about.
Yes.
How we move our community and our culture, because we're dealing with that. But let's talk about why we're dealing with it. You know, the social economic inequality that we deal with, whether that's from our urban decay, where our communities are decaying by the second, right? Or the lack of investment back into our communities, or even the housing crisis. And then we just got a depressed city. We can't get from one place to another. I know that a lot of times when I'm traveling, I get amazed to see transit is still running at 12 o'clock at night.
Yes.
And I mean fast, right?
Yes.
Oh, I see a subway yet going where it's free of charge. Jump on the subway. Because I was, I don't know where I was in. I think I was in Miami. And they had a subway. I said, oh, I want to ride the subway. So I got on the subway so I could experience the subway.
Correct.
But it was a unique experience. It didn't cost me nothing, but it was a heck of an experience. But what I did see was families, single, married, whatever, getting on a subway, moving from point A to point B in Miami. So let's talk about when you go back, we're talking about the housing crisis. The housing crisis in Memphis and 901 is challenging because many of the people cannot afford to even have a house. So when I see people and when we're out serving, it's like, I need to serve the unhoused community. Well, call them homeless. No, they're unhoused. They just can't. Some of them are going to work every day.
Yes.
And still don't have a house.
Yes. And so that crisis and that dilemma has been effective all over the world. Skid Row in California is something, if you've never been or you've never been to Cali, and you are dealing with the unhoused.
Yes.
That is an experience that I think every person that has a passion for that and is really working toward getting it better should visit Skid Row, because that has a whole different spin on it. However, we are people. The system. Can I just go to the system?
Come on, let's talk.
The system has deliberately, it's nothing, the system isn't broken, so I want us to stop saying and people to stop saying that the system is broken. The system was deliberately set up to do what it's doing. And it has been gradually getting to the point where we are right now. So where we are is not a surprise. This is what it was designed to do. However, they didn't expect us to be as relentless as we are to fight and to try to continue to help one another. The monies are there. We don't know legislation and policies. We're ignorant to it. I heard someone say, I don't do politics. And I went back and said, that is the problem, because you better be doing politics, because politics was written to make sure you don't prosper. You don't see it.
So true.
So, and if we don't know our history, which has been hidden, we are people as brown and black people, we embrace everybody else's history except our own.
Now, don't make me start on that, because when I think about Juneteenth, where we're grateful, but it's funny that you don't want to do a lot with Juneteenth when these other holidays come. Everybody around the city is saying having fun.
Yes.
But nobody want to talk about the real history.
Our culture, where we come from, who we are. And we haven't embraced that yet. We haven't embraced that as a people. We haven't embraced that and really did our own research. And so what we need to look at and understand, why is it so hard? Why are they trying so hard to dismantle any and everything about us? See, that should be the question. Why so much effort? Why so much energy is put towards dismantling everything about us? Every little piece of thing about us, it's been targeted to dismantle it. Yes. Education is nothing new. My grandmother, who I love dearly, who is 96, was soon to be 97, only was able to get a 3rd grade education, but can read, write, still do whatever she wants to do. However, we have not made that such a great urgency and importance to us. Education, reading and writing, knowing the Constitution. Some of us don't even know the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th amendment and how important it is. And so all of this was deliberately done so we wouldn't have an interest in it.
Exactly.
And so we're focused more so on things, tangible things. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is so powerful. So the 901 has to reflect and get to the root cause. I could go on and on the revelation that has been revealed to me in this 1 year, 8 months, and 27
days. It seems like you've been there longer because you're about the business. And it's only been this short time.
1 year, 8 months. Today the 27th, right?
Exactly.
And 27 days. What has been revealed to me by people and by the Almighty Yeshua the Christ. It is disgusting. It is disgusting how our elected officials is predominantly black. But what was given to me is black people, brown people here in Memphis, Tennessee has mastered winning elections, but they have not mastered authority and power and legislation power.
Let me tell you, you all that's listening to this show, watching us today, if you are not registered to vote, and you're talking about what's all going on wrong in our city and so many other cities, get your butt out to get registered to vote and make a choice. Because what happens is,
yes,
these career politicians,
yes,
they play checkers. They go from this seat to that seat, that seat.
Yes.
So yes, we have term limits, but there should be life limits.
yes,
Right? Because
Yes.
term limits is good, but then all you're going to do is jump to another seat, and then you got a whole nother, you build a whole life
yes,
as a career politician versus a career public servant.
Yes.
And can anybody see the fruits of your labor?
yes,
Can anybody feel the impact when you went there? One thing my brother, and God rest his soul, my twin, Pastor Ricky D. Floyd, he would say this. He said, if, as a pastor, if your church was to move out that community, how long would that community feel the void of you not being there?
my God.
There's a lot of churches that moved out that community and people didn't feel no void. There's a lot of politicians that have moved out one seat and went to the next seat, and it was no void because they
That's
never
right.
was there.
They never was fully engaged and about doing the work
For
for
the
the people. And the people are the ones that put us there.
Yeah.
It wasn't your endorsements.
Oh,
Because most of the people that endorse you can't even vote for you.
come on. Now, I'm going to tell you what gets me is the political party. You have a party full of politicos that don't even live in your district.
In your district.
But why don't you just throw a party with the people?
And invite the people, invite the community.
Yeah.
And so that's very, very important. I call it a recycle bin here in Memphis.
Ooh.
They just recycle. And so they go from one to the other because it's easy. I'm going to give a little advice on this show, and I may be out of order, and if I am, you can
Baby,
you can
this my
stop
show.
me.
You
All
my
right.
show. You do what you want.
My advice to these young candidates
Okay.
that are running for these political positions: if you got a house note, if you got a car note, if you are sending your children to private schools, and you are in debt, my advice to you is not to run, because you will be easily enticed to sell the people out. Because it's money that we need it. It makes the world go round. It fills voids. It helps us. But you're not strong enough to say no to the enticement. You're not strong enough to do so. My advice to anybody running for a political position for 2027 here in Memphis: get out of debt so you won't have to kiss anybody's behind. And you can be true to the people and serve them and not be part of the problem, but be part of the solution. And you don't have to kiss anybody's behind.
On that, we got to take a break because we got to make sure we keep coming back every single week with great content like this. But let me tell you, that was deep. You got to be careful. I always tell people that's running for office,
Yes,
do you want the job or do you need the job?
that's it.
The question in the 901, we got a big election that's coming up in the
Yes.
next year or so. Make sure you vote for people that don't need the job, but the people that want the job.
Yes.
Because if they want the job, then they already have the resources, so they don't have to be bought out to
No.
the highest bidder for their vote. Let me tell you, I am your girl, Dr. Telisa Franklin. I am sitting with the councilwoman, Yolanda Cooper Sutton. Baby, she the firecracker for the community because she
Thank
really
you.
do love the community. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From
At
the
Dr.
roots of
Telisa
history
show.
to dreams we chase, Dr. Talisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In
At the
every
Dr.
heartbeat,
Telisa
there's
show.
a story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel. Here at the Dr. Talisa show.
Hey you, ready to glow up this year? The Tones by Coco Luxury Organic System has the complete skincare regimens that tailor to all skin types. Wash your face to perfection with the trusted luxury organic brand. Our product line will help you solve problematic skin issues such as hyperpigmentation, acne, severe skin dryness, and inflammation. Our daily regimen kits, they help combat these issues, leaving your skin with an even tone appearance, clear from acne and blackheads, moisturized with max hydration, free from irritation and sensitivities. We also carry top quality plant extracted cloth mask containing herbal healing properties, along with vitamins that add that essential nutrition to your skin. Start your journey today. Vegan, cruelty-free, clinically tested, and ethnically approved. Shop now at www.tonesbycoco.com. Hey you, ready to glow up this year? The Tones by Coco Luxury Organic System has the complete skincare regimens that tailor to all skin types. Wash your face to perfection with the trusted luxury organic brand. Our product line will help you solve problematic skin issues such as hyperpigmentation, acne, severe skin dryness, and inflammation. Our daily regimen kits, they help combat these issues, leaving your skin with an even tone appearance, clear from acne and blackheads, moisturized with max hydration, free from irritation and sensitivities. We also carry top quality plant extracted cloth mask containing herbal healing properties, along with vitamins that add that essential nutrition to your skin. Start your journey today. Vegan, cruelty-free, clinically tested, and ethnically approved. Shop now at www.tonesbycoco.com.
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From the
Dr.
roots of history
Show.
to dreams we chase, Dr. Talisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In
At the
every
Dr.
heartbeat,
Talisa
there's
Show.
a story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel.
Here at the Dr. Talisa Show.
Well, I tell y'all, it is Happy 901 in Memphis, Tennessee. And let me tell you, I'm happy to have my sister girl on this couch with me today. The one,
Yes.
the only, the true firecracker of community service and culture on this 901 day. The one, the only, Yolanda Sutton.
Hello again. Excited to be here with my sis.
Absolutely. Let me tell you, your last statement, woo! If y'all in the studio, it was fine. I got to cool myself off. Because there's so many people that are wanting to run, but they need a job. So I'm telling y'all, register to vote, because we don't need people that need a job. We need
Yes.
people that want the job of serving the community and the culture to make sure we move the needle in this community.
Yes.
It's not a one day. There's parties and celebrations everywhere. But we got to understand, what are we celebrating
Yes.
if we're not moving?
If we're not moving the needle. When I ran, and I did say that, hey, the wheel has already been invented, and I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. But one thing you're going to understand, if you put me on the wheel, you're going to know I showed up
Right.
for the people. It is my responsibility that we leave it good for our next generation and these young people.
Yep.
Get out of debt. You don't, 901.
A lot of people went in debt to buy outfits for 901.
Yes.
And they barely had enough money to pay the rent in their life.
And just to even feed themselves.
Yeah.
The city says they're in debt.
Okay, she said the city says
They're in debt.
but she just said no, she's city council. So So she said the city. I hope y'all caught that ball.
Says that we're in debt. So that speaks volumes to me. If the city is in debt and you can't handle the money in the city, my God, what about the people?
Woo.
So the city money management skills has to be reviewed and looked at as well. See, let's get to the root cause of what's really happening. Because, see, one thing I do understand is finances.
Yeah.
And accounting. Being a business woman and having my own business for years and years, my husband and I and my family. So when I look at a city like Memphis and I see that your dollars are only being invested in a certain area, it should raise an alarm. I'm talking real talk right now. I'm not trying to throw anyone under the bus, because if I want to, I can. What you gonna do? But what I want you to understand is this. If you can't handle a 6-figure job, why are you trying to handle 800 million of a budget for the city? The county has $1 billion. So if you can't handle your little income, how are you going to handle this type of money? Black folk ain't used to money. That's why we spend so out of control, because we never think we're going to have enough. And so we spend out of control. White people have a different take on money because they've always stole it and they've always had it. So when you look at us and you look at them, money really does not excite them like it excites us. This city has put more money into developers and investors.
And y'all know this is Councilwoman Yolanda Cooper Sutton. She ain't just talking the talk, because she see it in black and white. Okay. I just need people to understand that sometimes we hear people that's talking and, you know, empty wagon make a lot of noise, but you're not an empty wagon. You're a full one, because you sitting at the table. You ain't on the menu.
I am a city council. I serve over 300,000 people here in Memphis. I'm a super district. I'm 8-3. So I got half of Memphis. I see the good, ugly, nasty. I see it all, and I hear it all. I hear people just wanting to survive. We're not asking for a lot. We're just asking for a piece of the pie. And I have a saying, we're not asking for a Tesla, nor are we asking for a Cadillac, but we sure in the hell want something better than a Flintstone car. We deserve it. Our family, our ancestors worked hard. They died. And they don't want to give us anything. They want us to constantly beg. I'm out to beg, and I stopped begging a long time ago. I demand it. And if you don't give it to me, and if you don't show it that you are really for the people here in Memphis, then it's exposure time. You can't go on. Memphis cannot continue to go on moving in the direction that it's been moving in for so long. Just share the wealth. You have brilliant black developers out there. Young people that are just needing an opportunity. The key word is opportunity, 901. Opportunity.
Happy 901 day.
Happy 901 day.
Give us some opportunity.
Give us an opportunity. Give our young people a chance. Allow them to sit at the table. But you want the people that you've groomed. You got young people that's been groomed to carry this shenanigans and this foolishness out. You got young people that have been groomed to continue to carry this foolishness out. Well, it's over. And not because I say that it's over. The seasons have changed in the 901.
Well, y'all, this on Happy 901 Day. This is the conversation that I wanted people to experience under the Dr. Telisa show. Because I'm telling you, if anybody know, I ain't fluffing. I love God. I love his people. And I'm tired of people that using God's name. But no, they don't even know him. They don't have a relationship with him. Because they're doing it to get to something.
Yes.
But if you just go ahead and tap into God the way he wants you to,
yes,
representing, whether you in political, whether you pastor, whether you're a proprietor,
Yes.
whatever it is, honey.
Yes.
A principal, because principals, you got some work to do
Yes.
too. We got to be accountable to God and to this community. The community is tired.
They're tired. The people are tired.
When I tell you this last year, I seen more vocalness of
Yes.
the community
Yes.
than ever before.
Yes.
And it's not that they just are mad.
No.
They're tired.
No.
They're sick and tired of seeing the same thing, getting the same results. I tell people all the time,
Yes.
it's just like you getting on a treadmill, say, oh, I'm working out every day, but you ain't going nowhere.
You're not
baby.
going anywhere.
You get off the treadmill to eat 200 honey buns. You ain't going nowhere.
No.
And the thing is, right now, we in Memphis at 901 day, y'all. We're picking our poison. But we don't have to have any of the poison if we start telling people, don't pick that, that's poison.
Exactly. And I want to share something. In 2017, there was a downtown plan that only focused on the downtown area.
What?
It is from your downtown commission. And seeing, we don't even know to go look for things like that, to see where the numbers are, to see how the numbers are being used and what the numbers are being used for. This 3.0 project, Accelerated Memphis, all that's on the website. Over 300 some pages, but it's reading. So they know if they put it on paper, we're not going to take the time to read it.
Yes.
We're not going to take the time to read it. How can you just fuel one part of the city and not fuel the other parts of the city, right, your communities? And what saddens me and disturbs me the most is we got all of these communities, and Dr. Franklin said it. They all look the same. Every community should be coming together, fighting for the same cause and aligning themselves.
Well, we're fighting. We in fight, too.
The 901 is notorious. Every community in this city is historical. But everybody wants to be number one. And at the end of the day, they have not invested not $1. Now, they've invested in certain places. And so I need you to look at your CDC leadership. 901. Happy 901 day.
Happy 901 day.
So I'm just putting some fat on your
Yes.
neck. Chew what you can, swallow what you can, and what you can't, spit it out.
Yep.
And pick it up later. Our young people in this city is depending on us to make sure that we leave it right.
Yes.
Black mayors in city and county. Black county commissioners, black city council, black police chief, black sheriff, black. And what Roland Martin said was the truth. Okay, 901. So it's the truth. So what do we do to make it better? Hold your elected officials accountable and more oversight. This transportation, this city, our children, that 24% is only at a reading and mathematical level. So what you gonna do about the 72%?
Build more prisons.
And you don't tell me you've been in your profession for 30 years, then I question you. What you been doing for 30 years in the school system, and it's still looking the way it looked over decades. $1 billion budget, the infrastructure. Let me tell you something. My past life, 901, when a child leaves her home and there's no food, and there's no toothpaste, and there's no tissue, and they go into their school, and it's the same issue, you have, that child is traumatized. You go in the bathroom, and you look up in a ceiling, and then there's no air. Your HVAC system is broken. This child leaves one condition, one worse condition, into a worser condition. So how do you think their mindset is? They're still in survival mode no matter where they go.
At all times.
Still in survival mode. Trying to survive the situation they just left from home and may be a A student, but can't function because their situation has not changed. But you've been in these positions for 30 years. I had an experience right before all this mess came up at Memphis Shelby County School. I had a niece that spoke 3 languages. She was Hispanic. She spoke Hispanic, she spoke English, and she was able to speak Creole. Come to find out that they don't even have enough Spanish teachers in the schools to even help the parents to articulate and to help them. Not only that, when I went over to the board to get some assistance, and not in this previous superintendent, but the one that was before the superintendents now. When I walked into there, they didn't know that I was city council. They just thought I was some regular old Joe Blow.
That didn't know her rights.
That did not know. It was a disgrace walking in there and not being acknowledged. Nobody got up to come to the desk when I came in. Everybody had an attitude as if I was bothering them. But I played along with the game. You want to play? Okay, here we go. I asked them what was the protocol and what was the process. I had a niece that was here. Her dad was trying to get her in school. You can go around the corner over there. There's a parent, another building they wanted to send me. And this is how they were talking to me, educators. Go around the corner, go to the stop sign and make a right. And there's a building over there that can help. And I said, but that's not what I asked.
Right.
I'm asking for what's your process, what it looks like to get this child enrolled, to get her dad here. Well, you're just going to have to go out of there, and it's a parent consulting building, I guess. They told me to get to the stop sign and go to the right. I got to the door, and I turned around, and I said, by the way, I am Councilwoman Yolanda Cooper Sutton. Wait a minute. I said, no. Don't treat me any different now than you treated me, because I can't even imagine what these parents come in here are going through just trying to engage just to find out some simple information. And most of them in there looked like me, which was sad.
Yes.
So 901.
Happy 901.
Happy 901. What are we going to do for our children and their education? And how are we going to implement? I have not heard one strategy and not one implementation that is in place for our children to help them get to the level they need to be and get them to a place where they get excited about coming and going to school.
Because they should be. But and I said, the principals have something. Because you can set the tone in your school that this is a safe place for children to come, to learn, to enjoy, and they can set the tone.
Yes.
Because I remember having teachers that didn't speak life into me, and I was in some really sad situations.
Yes.
And they did not, they looked like me.
Yes.
I will forever acknowledge Miss Susan Brooks. She was a white teacher.
Yes.
That loved me. When I went to that room from 9th grade to 12th grade,
yes,
that was my safe place.
Yes.
When I went in her room, she saw me. She
Amen.
saw me. I mean,
Amen.
I was her, but she saw me. She saw the pain
yes,
that I was dealing with. And then I had another teacher by the name of Mr. Stokes, God rest his soul, at Creighton High School. They saw me, and he looked like me.
yes,
And I didn't get to him to my 11th and 12th
yes,
grade. But what I'm saying is that when you are out here as an educator, while you out educators at 901 and you kicking it, ask yourself, are you seeing the children that come in your room? Because they may look like they jacked up today, but can you see their future?
Can you see it?
Miss Susan Brooks and Dr. Laura Brooks, they saw that Telisa y'all see today.
Yes.
And they always were speaking into my life.
Yes.
And because they knew that if they spoke life, but what would happen back forward if somebody that looked like me that would have said, girl, you going to make it out of this. This is just temporary.
Just temporary.
She would make sure she come get me from Douglas. Take me to other competitions, knowing that we ain't had no money and other kids had money. Now, one time she made me feel that I ain't had no money.
That you didn't have any money.
And I think that's one reason why I love Operaland so. Because every year she would take me to competitions and we would kick butt. But I never had money. But she made sure I had everything all other kids had. And that's what we got to do. We got to stand in the gap, whether it's at the school.
That's it.
In our community.
That's it.
And again, we got to make sure that many people knew my mom was on drugs and I ain't have nothing, right?
Yes.
But they didn't fault me for my mom's
For
mistakes.
your mother's mistake.
They said, let me help you. They wanted to see me be able to read and write. And we got to get back to that. And then we got to get back, again, as we wrapping up, we need to understand that when I grew up, nobody wanted to talk about politics. And I get older later, it's like, man, we need to be talking about this years ago. Yes. Because these are the people that's making the policies that are affecting us, and we're never at the table. We're always on the menu. And if we're on the menu, I guarantee you we're at the bottom of the menu, we're at the top. And then when we have people that sit at the table that look like us, and they just say, oh, nuh-uh.
No.
Answer the question. Ask the question, because what you're doing now ain't got nothing to do with the people you say you represent.
That's right.
Because you need the job. You didn't want the job. You need the job. And let's be careful about it. I know we've had happy one day.
Happy.
I know y'all around there just laughing, you're riding, you're smiling. Let me tell you, it's all about the community and the culture. So I'm going to ask all my guests before they get out of here. What's your one word that describes community?
Love.
What's your one word that describes the culture?
Love.
So what would you do to make our community and our culture a better place?
I have asked that every household, every black and brown household, take some time out. Sit at the table with your babies, with your families, with your aunties, with your cousins, and just say, how is your day? What's been going on with you? How you feeling? Good, bad, ugly, whatever the conversation. We've stopped talking because everybody's face is in their cell phones. No one's talking anymore. And so it's a lot of stuff that's bundled up out on the inside. And we have been, and they're still trying to make us an oppressed people. So take some time out. See someone today. Look at them and say, hey, I don't know if anyone told you today, but I love you. And I'm thinking about you. Take some time. Get a book. Read. Turn the television off. Turn that music off.
Right.
Turn it off. Because all that is filtering, it's poisoning the brain. And there's not enough conversation and real talk going on in our households. And 901, to all the leaders that are in power, that has the pen, invest some more dollars in our communities. Give us some money. When we come to the table and we tell you that we have a plan, but remember this here, they hadn't forgot about Black Wall Street. We did. We know what we need in our communities to survive. So we're just asking you, give us an opportunity. Give us our dollars and we'll show you how to work it. 901. Happy 901 day.
So listen, y'all. What a way to have 901 other than having City Councilwoman Yolanda. I can literally say when she said love is so one word for community, love is so one word
Yes.
for culture. If you know her, publicly or privately, she's all about that love word.
Yes.
And so in order for us to move, you got to love. And when you said Black Wall Street, I want to send some love out to everybody that believed in the vision of the late Pastor Ricky Beasley.
Yes.
Because his heart before he died was to make that Fraser Strip a Black Wall Street.
A Black Wall
And
Street.
you know what gets me? He died and people still didn't support it. And so I'm challenging you all. We can do it.
We can.
But we got to do it together.
We can.
We can't keep working in silos.
No.
We can't move the needle in Memphis in silos.
No.
We can only do it together. Well, I'm your girl, Dr. Telisa Franklin. Know that I love you, baby. Absolutely, positively love you. And there is nothing you can do about it. Make this moment, make this second the best ever, and learn how to be the best version of you.
Yes.
Because everybody else, baby, is already taken. Until next time, my prayers are
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From
at
the
Dr.
roots of
Telisa
history
show.
to dreams we chase, Dr. Talisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In
At the
every
Dr.
heartbeat,
Telisa
there's
show.
a story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel. Here at the Dr. Telisa show.